Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I'm one of the facilitators in the Spokane Sangha. And I'd like to begin our practice today by sharing with you a sentiment of metta, loving kindness. I do this every meeting, but especially this month where we are exploring the theme of love. And the cultivation of love, the things that inhibit our love or challenge our love, the stories we have about love, the transactional nature of love, the unconditional nature of love. There's so many things about this four-letter word. So I'll share with you this beautiful sentiment of metta, loving kindness. This one reads, "May you be aware." May you be aware. If you have a mind like mine, I hear sentiments like that and I'm like, aware of what? What? What do I need to pay attention to? You know, like the A student, the kid that wants a star on her forehead, like, I got it, I'm aware. Um, and as I've grown older and as I've practiced in with Zen practitioners, the answer to of what? Be aware of what? The answer to that is exactly. Just be aware. Exactly. Of whatever. So let's take that out of the mind and put it into the heart. Be aware of whatever is arising, of whatever is with you in this moment. And let's let that be the foundation of our practice today. For the last several weeks, friends, we have been exploring a beautiful book by Roshane Ray, the artwork of Roshane Ray. And these are the sayings of Thich Nhat Hanh, Vietnamese Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, who died a few years ago. And the book is titled, Go Slowly, Breathe, and Smile. And I'd like to share with you his commentary first, and then I'll read the sentiment. It's a little tiny story. And what I love about this particular excerpt is the way Thich Nhat Hanh was able to be with all faith practices, find the spiritual thread throughout everything. He was neither threatened nor insecure. He rarely felt justified in defending his Buddhist practice. He just had so much spaciousness because of a deep devotional practice. Thich Nhat Hanh was an ordained monk at 16 years of age, and he died, I believe, at 94. And so he had many, many decades to really cultivate depth and texture to his practice. This particular excerpt is so relevant to recovery because many of us find a Buddhist approach to recovery through traditional practices. And we find the Buddhist approach because those traditional practices don't resonate, or we've reached a plateau, or we want something in addition to. And Thich Nhat Hanh's perspective is a wonderful way of being present to both. He writes, "Many years ago, a Catholic priest organized a public talk for me in Italy. We had time to talk beforehand, and I asked him, 'My friend, what is the Holy Spirit to you?' He said that the Holy Spirit is the energy of God, sent by God to us. I found this expression beautiful, and as a Buddhist, I could accept it very easily. The Holy Spirit is the kind of energy that helps us be compassionate, healed of our ill-being. In Buddhist circles, we say very much the same thing to describe mindfulness, and our daily practice is to strengthen that energy in us. Plotinus was a 3rd century Egyptian theologian, and he wrote many various treatises about philosophy and such things. And he wrote some gorgeous work on beauty and the Holy Spirit. And one of the things that he said that really resonated deeply with me is that we are in the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is in us too. We are in it, and it is in us like air. That energy is all around us, surrounding us, and within us. Another word for this is love. You are surrounded by it. You are in it. It is what you breathe, and it is who you are. Just take that in for a moment. Maybe even breathe that in. I am in love. I am surrounded by love. I am love. And if that doesn't resonate, see if you can invite your mind, invite the tone of your being to be friendly and curious. This isn't resonating with me. Okay, shrug your shoulders. Let it be. Smile at it if you can. It doesn't have to resonate. Maybe only a piece of it does, and most of it feels very resistant. Can you be curious about that? Look at that. Look at all this resistance. I want to believe it, but I don't. Huh. I love Thich Nhat Hanh's perspective on it. He calls it mindfulness. It is everything to his practice. Mindfulness is present time awareness. It is a faithful companion like your body, always there, always with you. It is an energy supporting you, keeping you going, guiding you to the well springs of resilience. It's all there. And the thing about mindfulness is it's not passive. You have to engage with it. I have to engage with it in order to reap the fruits of it. So I can't be a jerk and engage in jerky activities and then expect sweet, delicious fruit as a result of that. That is counterintuitive to the nature of karma, which is action. However, if I'm mindful and I recognize, oh my gosh, I was just a barnyard just then and I said something so unskillful, that is engaging mindfulness. What can I learn from that? How can I do it differently next time? What are the conditions that allowed me to behave in such a habitual way? Why did I fall asleep at the wheel of my precious human life? The saying of Thich Nhat Hanh is this: when mindfulness is present, the Buddha and the Holy Spirit are already there. When mindfulness is present, the Buddha and the Holy Spirit are already there. When mindfulness is present, awareness is present. When awareness is present, so is everything else. Love, energy, karma, skillfulness, unskillfulness, all of it. One of the most important distinctions to remember between a Judeo-Christian mythology and a Buddhist mythology is a Judeo-Christian mythology is framed in duality, black and white thinking, good versus evil, the sinner versus the saint, heaven and hell. Those are the constructs that define a person's life. The Buddhist mythology, on the other hand, is a non-dualistic perspective. And within non-duality, there is duality. And I know that sounds kind of interesting and strange. But the non-dual approach says it's both heaven and hell and something else. It's both black and white and a whole lot of gray. It's both good and bad, good or bad, and something else. And one of the things that I really appreciate about the Buddhist perspective, the non-dual perspective, which is found in Eastern philosophy in general, is that it reflects the nature of reality. And we've all experienced situations that have been terrible. They're bad. And they have led to some of the best things. Without mindfulness and without awareness, we have a propensity to experience negative things and try to make them positive. And the Buddhist practice says you don't have to do that. Let the negative event be itself. You don't have to make it anything other than what it is. But naturally occurring within it is probably something okay. And with your awareness and with mindfulness practices, with your curiosity and your joy and your friendliness, you can find it. Many years ago, when I was on a cancer journey with my daughter, many, many, many stories of cancer were in my consciousness, and so many people would begin their story by saying, you know, my cancer was the best thing that ever happened to me, and I just wanted to punch them in the face. I'm like, no way. No, it was not. A cancer journey is a hell realm, and it's terrible. And there are extraordinary things to be experienced there as well. It's both. There is a force of love, like an invisible cloak, minding your life, as John O'Donohue liked to say. It wraps you up and warms you like the rays of the sun. It fills you with resilience and the capacity to keep going, even in circumstances of hopelessness and doubt. It stirs forward creativity and connection. It is a threshold to magic and wonder. And it is available all the time. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, mindfulness is here. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I am aware. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I am well loved. Alrighty, friends. So at the end of our practice, we always dedicate. It's just a wonderful recognition, and maybe this is an opportunity to come into the awareness of a kitten on your back. Anytime you come into the practice of the Dharma, you are engaging in goodness. It doesn't matter if you're in a bad mood. It doesn't even matter if you're intoxicated. It doesn't matter if you're angry. It doesn't matter if you've been unskillful. The fact that you are around the Dharma, the spaciousness of it, the infinite nature of it, is a really good thing. It's like the most gentle hands, and you being a clay body, these warm, gentle hands continuing to mold and touch and shape, aligned with your own personal aspirations. It's a wonderful partnership with life itself and with love. And so we take a moment to recognize that. We take a moment to honor it with a dedication of merit. And I think the thing that I'd like to share today are the words by Muji. Muji is he's actually Jamaican, I believe. And he resides in India and is a teacher in India and holds satsang teachings there. And this is one of my favorite phrases of his. When you go into your day today, remember this. Love loves to love. Thank you for bringing your love here. I feel it. I'm warmed by it. I'm held by it. I'm fed by it. And my favorite part is to add my own love to it and share it. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. Have a great day, friends. We'll see you later. Namaste.